100 of the best science fiction movies, as laid down by me, your boy C, the host. Most of the things right here on the Podbreaker Podcast Network. We got some other stuff happening over there. Refrat Scenes, always kicking the sentiment, always kicking as well. We're back. We're doing this 100 podcasts a day, man, talking about science fiction, what I think are the best 100s that I ranked them from 100 to 1. You have all fought me at every step of the way, but we are almost done, man. Yesterday we talked about number 16, number 17 on our list, which was Moon. Duncan Jones, Sam Rockwell. Conspiracies abound. Corporate shadiness all over the place. If you haven't watched Moon, man, I've said it often on this series, you're doing yourself a disservice, but I very truly, generously mean it here. If you haven't seen Moon, do yourself a favor. Carve out a Friday night, man. Put the kids to bed, man. Put the phone down and just enjoy it, man. It's a visual feast of just cinematography-wise, and it's just an acting clinic for Sam Rockwell, who goes through the whole gamut of emotions. Today we're talking about number 16 on the list, man. Annihilation. Directed by Alex Garland, who shadow directed Dread. I won't take any no for an answer on that. Annihilation, man. Alex Garland. Fear what's inside is the tagline. We're going to give that tagline an A-, man. You can give that tagline an A-. A biologist signs up for a dangerous secret expedition into a mysterious zone where the laws of nature don't apply. So this is the second quote-unquote official movie that Alex Garland has directed. I think he did, when was Ex Machina? That was something like 2015, something like that, somewhere in that. He's got Annihilation this year, 2018, now 2021 later on this year. 2022 later on this year. He's got Men with Jesse Buckley coming out. That trailer is available. Go ahead and check that out now. I'm all in on it. Why am I all in on Men? It's because the movie's like Annihilation. That's why. My number 2 for 2018, if I remember correctly. Yes, it was Infinity War, and then it was Annihilation. I had the unfortunate mispleasure of coming out the week after Black Panther. It had no shot on this world, considering Black Panther was such a damn near cultural revolution and celebration and blackness of superhero movies. And then this sci-fi classic drops a nuke and nobody noticed. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Natalie, a great ensemble cast. Natalie Portman, Jennifer Jason Leigh, who's shady and everything. Gina Rodriguez is crazy ass. Tessa Thompson, Tuva Novotny, man. Oscar Isaac, Benedict Wong, David Giazzi in there as well. It's man, this movie. I am under the impression, and some people disagree with me, that this whole thing, if you're unfamiliar with Annihilation, it is something comes from space, lands on Earth, and starts changing the environment where it landed at. A sphere, a constantly growing sphere that they call the Shimmer because it makes the air shimmer around it. That is remaking, reflecting, refracting what's inside of it. It's changing the very DNA of all the living creatures in there. The animals, the plants. They're trying to send in, teams to figure out what the fuck's going on, but it is. Nothing is coming out. And what we see here at this movie is Oscar Isaac comes out. Immediately damn near dies after he comes out, and he's married to Natalie Portman. And she's like, fuck it. She's a scientist of her own. She's like, fuck it, send me in with the next team. And it is this all-female team of badasses who go in and get affected by the Shimmer in different ways. Some get affected physically, some get affected mentally, and everyone kind of deals with it in different ways. And this whole thing, I think, this is like the female apocalypse now. It's just a descent into madness the further they go. And Jennifer Jason Leigh is just fucking relentless in this movie. Natalie Portman is just relentless in this movie. I think it's the sweetest I've ever seen Tessa Thompson be in a movie. It's just absolutely beautiful and brilliant. brilliant. I think Alex Garland knows how to use sci-fi well. I mean, he had a show on, what was that, Hulu? Devs in 2020 or 2021. Can't remember which one that was, but Devs, a more amazing sci-fi, and he just keeps stacking up a great resume of sci-fi movies. If you haven't checked out Annihilation, man, that is a phones off movie. Not a phones down, that's a phones off movie. You really got to be plugged in just to catch all the little things and how the shimmer is changing them all. And there's little hints and clues that don't get obviously pointed out all throughout that movie, man. It is so good. It's the details that make that movie amazing what it is. And the cinematography is just delicious, man. That's it for number 16 on our list, Annihilation. So we will be back, man, in 24 the hours. Keep on talking about more science fiction movies right here on Paprika.